What's going on, everybody? I am Perry White. I'm the host of the Jaguar Journal. I want to make sure that you guys tune in live each and every Saturday morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on 107.3 FM. We also have our affiliates in Alexandria, Louisiana, as well as down in New Orleans. And if you're not able to catch us on radio live, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as follow us on Facebook. It's the Jaguar Journal.
Opinionated, outspoken, informative. The Jaguar Journal. Your source for the latest information on Southern University sports and SWAC athletics. A Baton Rouge sports talk tradition.
All right, bright and early on a Saturday morning, it is the Jaguar Journal. Good morning to everybody. I am Perry White. Glad to have you guys rocking and rolling with me this morning. It is Mardi Gras season here in South Louisiana. And if you can't tell, we got beads everywhere here in the studio, all over the place. I got them around my neck. The people are out there getting ready for Spanish Town Parade here in Baton Rouge today. And it is a lot going on. Baseball season underway. Oh, just a wonderful time of the year. And guess what? You couldn't ask for better with the weather. I'm glad we got that cold stuff out the way. Who still listens to the groundhog? Not me. I don't give a damn with that ground. What he said was going to be more winter? Maybe somewhere else, but not here. Nothing that groundhog says has anything to do with South Louisiana. And we've been blessed. I know initially with the weather forecast, there was storms and rain, the possibility of severe weather they was telling everybody to be prepared for. But guess what? Look like that stuff is going to pass through later on in the evening time of today, which works out perfectly for us. For those of you who want to get out and have a good time for Mardi Gras, for those of you who are going out to watch some basketball, baseball today, Southern University baseball hosting Miami of Ohio, University of Miami of Ohio here in Baton Rouge with a 3-game series over the weekend. And I'm giving out tickets to anybody that wants to go to Southern baseball this weekend. I got tickets to today's game as well as tomorrow. I got them right here in front of me for those of you watching on our live, and for those that are listening, the physical copy in my hand. If you want to go watch Southern University baseball today, you're more than welcome to. The first pitch today is at 3 o'clock. I'm not sure if any times have changed, but currently I have 3 o'clock and 1 o'clock tomorrow. So I got tickets for today and tomorrow. If anybody want to watch Southern University start their season off in their 3-game series against the Miami of Ohio. And for everybody else, listen, the Southern University Marching Band, of course, if you're a fan of them, they will be out today down in New Orleans, Tux, and as well as tomorrow for Bacchus. So, and then you look forward to Tuesday for Zulu as we get ready to put a bow on this Mardi Gras season. And what are you giving up? I know I got some Catholics out there. I'm Catholic. You giving up something for Lent? When was the last time you gave up something for Lent? And what was it? As a kid, it was always something. I found the most minute thing that I thought I could get away with, like candy, right? I'm giving up Pops, right? Just something that I felt like it was simple. But I know for some people it's harder. You actually dive in and decide to give up something that really means something. And for me, that's pretty tough. Let's see. They moved it to 1 p.m. doubleheader today. So there's a doubleheader. That's what I got. Shout out to my man, Kevin Walker. He went to the game yesterday. He says they moved it to 1 p.m. doubleheader today. All right. Well, if anybody want to go to a doubleheader, don't worry about it. Perry got you covered. 225-499-1073. Good morning. I got my man Vark. I know Vark going to the game. And I just know V going to the game. But everybody else out there, man, if you guys want to go to a Southern game today against Miami, Ohio, you are more than welcome. We got you taken care of. And I got tickets for the rest of the season. For those of you who want to go, we're going to do our best to help you guys go out there and support Coach Crenshaw and the Southern University men's baseball team this spring. And just first of all, thank you guys for joining me this morning. I know we may have some extra listeners in this morning because there are a lot of people that are up active early today, moving around. They're getting themselves together for Mardi Gras, for all the parades going on, including one right here in Baton Rouge that's going to have downtown alive and grooving and moving this morning. And for everybody out there that's listening today, maybe your first time hearing my voice, and for those who listen on a regular, be sure to keep up with the Jaguar Journal, of course, across all social media. We on X, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. You can go like and subscribe us and follow us across all of those things. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Type in the Jaguar Journal. We're also on Twitch TV, Apple Podcasts, as well as Spotify. So we ain't hard to find. Mike said, look, folks be on everything. He made sure he put us on everything. What more is there to conquer, Mike? Do we got to get on something else? What is it? Snapchat? That's it? Is Snapchat still a thing? You know, are you snapping, sending those pictures that you want gone after so long? You know, Snapchat was one of those easy ones, you know, especially with the ladies when they want to send you little stuff. I'm just saying. And it disappeared. And it tells you when you screenshot it. So then they say, I'm not sending nothing else because you screenshotting stuff. Act like y'all been somewhere. At least I'm a little younger, so some of y'all maybe a little older. Snapchat is all about your function of the app, right? It's how you use it. I'm saying, I can tell you how a lot of folks use it. It's their way of sending stuff so it can just magically disappear without anybody holding on to things. So, you know what? Snapchat may still be alive for folks. I still use it from time to time to keep up with stuff, and I'm not much of the social media guy in terms of what we used to call lurking. I don't know what it called these days, but that's when you don't like anything, but you just scrolling looking, right? Is that still called lurking, Mike? What they call it? It's lurking. Y'all be lurking. I know y'all do. I'll be lurking too, just looking at stuff. And I will like something if I see it. So I need you guys to like us this morning in terms of our YouTube channel if you're watching there. And just like the show by turning it up a little bit more and telling somebody to tune in to 107.3 FM if they're in the Baton Rouge capital city area for the Jaguar Journal. Let's get ready to take a break. When I come back on the other side, we'll continue this thing with our festive Mardi Gras season. And I'm giving away baseball tickets today as well. So you guys stay tuned. We'll be back more to Jaguar Journal. It's On the Yard Sports, and I'm Perry White. And what I need for you to do is go follow and subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitter right now.
For the first time in the 79-year history of the Southwestern Athletic Conference Elite Championship game determines the overall champion. Today, live from Legion Field in Birmingham, Alabama, it's the champions of the East, Jackson State, taking on Southern, the champs from the West. Hello, everybody. George Johnson along with Charles Mann. And I got to tell you, a great poet once said this is the way it's supposed to be. And it is. Number 11 Southern taking on number 15 Jackson State. Both programs have won 3 SWAC titles over the decade. So it's only fitting in the first SWAC championship game we determine the program of the decade. We've got a lot of offense out on the field. And yet this guy right here, he's going to tell you this game's all about D.
It's always all about D, George. You know that. It's always all about D.
An all-pro defensive end is going to tell you that. When you think about about Jackson State, this is a team that is very potent offensively, but defensively, they've led the SWAC throughout most of the year. They've got the best player in defense in the SWAC, and that's Tommy Head.
Tommy Head. Get used to saying that name. You'll say it all day. He'll be all over the field. He's always around the football. He's the leading tackler on this team. He also has 5.5 sacks.
At one point this year, Southern led the nation in scoring defense. Then they ran into Florida A&M. They've got a lot of guys out there that can get it done. But at the top of the list is DeMarcus Miller.
DeMarcus Miller, the linebacker coach, Terrence Graves, told me there's one word to describe this kid, and that is relentless. He's only 5'10", 285 pounds. He makes a lot of plays, though.
Relentless, appropriate word for our third member of the broadcast team, and that's Joe Claire, who's standing by down on the sideline. Joe?
Yes, indeed. I'm down here on the field capturing all the pageantry and revelry that is black college football. Birmingham, Alabama is a lovely city. This is the inaugural SWAC championship in their city, so they came out to have a good time. I will be covering the bands, the cheerleaders, shout-outs, all of that kind of stuff. Back to you guys up top.
All right, thank you very much, Joe. You know, earlier this year, Southern beat Jackson State, the fourth straight win over the Tigers. But what's most impressive about Southern, they haven't lost a conference game in 25 outings. They put it on the line against Jackson State. We look at the starting lineups brought to you by Western Union Money Transfer, the fastest way to send money worldwide. You saw the backs. Here's your offensive line. Damon Nivens is a first-team All-SWAC member. Defensively, there's your starting lineups for Jackson State's defense. Chandler, Tommy Head, Edward Reese, pretty good middle linebacker. Rashard Anderson is a professional prospect, and they say he will be in the NFL next year. It is your starting lineup, brought to you by Western Union. Mark Washington is your quarterback, Destry Wright, the all-time leading rusher in school history, is the tailback. Jeremiah Todd is an all.
Everybody, we're back. It's the Jaguar Journal. Good morning to everybody. Glad to have you guys with us. I'm Perry White. Good morning to everybody up and about across the Baton Rouge capital city area listening to us on 107.3 FM, and everybody watching across the world on our YouTube and Facebook Live this morning. Good morning. It is the Mardi Gras season. It is time to get it going. It's festive, 61 degrees outside with the dew point at 59, humidity at 93. Thank God it's not raining this morning as we get a chance to enjoy some baseball over on the bluff today. We get a chance to enjoy some parades. And nobody better listen as we talk about all of that. Softball is getting ready to be underway and getting things going at Southern University. And we got Coach Brittany Williams on the line with us this morning. Good morning, Coach Williams.
Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing? Happy Mardi Gras.
Thank you. Good. I'm doing good. I'm at the ballpark, about to get started.
About to get started. Talk to us about what you're getting started with today.
We're at the HBCU Invitational in Georgia. It's always a good time to be around your culture and your people, and showing out in front of, your people as well. So we've had a good run yesterday. Went 2-0, so looking to finish today.
Talk to us about those games yesterday, starting the season 2-0 over there at the HBCU Classic.
Yeah, so we started off with Howard, and Howard was ranked number 1 in the HBCU division. So we knew it was going to be a tough game. Started off kind of shaky, made a few errors, was down 4-0 in the third inning, and then started inching our way back. And then we had our freshman, Presley White, big bat. She got up 5th inning and tied the game up 4. And then after that, it was over. So we ended up winning 8-5.
Let me ask, hold on. You in this world of social media, you said big bat or big back? Hold on, which one did you say?
A little bit of both, because in order to have a big bat, you got to have a big back.
So, you guys get the victory. What did you say to your team after that in terms of the way that they played, especially against a Howard team that seemed to have come in to be the favorites?
I'm sorry, say that again.
For your team getting the victory against a team like Howard who came in, obviously they said they were the favorites. What did you say to those young ladies after the game and what you saw in the way that they played?
Oh, man, it was exciting. My biggest thing, and I've been telling you this for a while now, is to have fun while we play. So the first couple of innings, I was looking around. I was like, everybody looks so stressed. Like it's a game, and that's when you play your best, when you're loose and having fun. And they had it. there's a clip by Minority Prospects going around, and it'll show you the genuine excitement the team had when Pressy hit that home run and tied the game up for us. And that excitement drove us to continue to score, and it, catapulted us into winning the next game as well. So that energy is what we needed to win, and I'm glad they found it.
Let's talk about that energy and going into the next game. Tell us about the next game after you took care of those Howard Bison.
Yeah, so we were playing Claflin and Claflin University. So we were up on them 7-1. Got a little lax, but we still ended up winning 7-4. So we were excited that we were still able to come out on top with that game.
As we look at everything now with softball and for what you've seen in this tournament, how has this tournament been structured, and what other teams are you seeing within this tournament, and what are you learning about these other teams with these early season tournaments?
Well, yes, that's why I love this one, because there's a ton of SWAC teams here, so we kind of get to sit down and watch them and see what the season entails. And the SWAC, all the way around, have to give us all a shout out. Getting tremendously better, stronger, faster, better pitching. So the value of the game has definitely increased. However, I can still tell that we're the cream of the crop. So we're excited about the season coming up.
You talk about the season coming up. When are you guys going to be at home for the fans to be able to come over there and check you guys out at that beautiful softball facility you have?
We'll be home March 26th. So not next week. No, I'm sorry, February. Not next week, but the week after next. And that's a midweek game. We'll be playing Memphis. Then we take a little break. Then we'll be headed to PV. And then our first conference series will be that second weekend in March.
So let me ask, when you make schedules like this weekend in a 3-game series, Miami, Ohio has come down to take on Southern University baseball over at Lee Hines Field. So you're going to have the Memphis Tigers here for a midweek game. What is it like when you schedule, when you get, as I say, they're bigger programs, of course, but as you try to schedule them to say, hey, come to us, do you find that difficult at times in making schedules?
It is. It's definitely difficult. In order to get those teams down there, it's definitely network. So Memphis coach and I, she and my sister, they played together at LSU. So I had that connection with her, and she's coming down for LSU tournament as well. So I was like, hey, while you're going down, just come an extra day early, come see me. So that's how we made that work.
What time how many games are you guys in today?
We have 3 today. It's our first time ever playing 3 games, but it's supposed to rain out tomorrow, and we wanted to get all of our games in. So we play, and we're in Georgia time, so we play at 10 and 2:30 and 4:45. Who
are those opponents for today? I have somebody in the chat say they are in that area, so I think they're going to come check you guys out.
Oh, yes. So we're in Covington, and we play first we played North Carolina. Can't speak. North Carolina AT. I call them AT&T. A&T. I've been doing that all weekend. And after that, we have University of Maryland Eastern Shore, and last is Albany State. So it's
cool
that there's so many HBCUs out here. Oh yeah, for sure.
Whoop all of them. And now some other stuff you got. Talk to me about some other things that you have going on as well.
Yeah, so we're starting a league. We're really excited about this. I have children 5, 7, and 9, and I've been doing the BREC and YMCA where they're with the volunteer coaches and things like that. And so I just decided, I was like, hey, at this age group, they are like sponges. Like they receive everything well, and they need to be taught by, some collegiate athletes. Mm-hmm. So in our league, they'll be coached by our players. They'll have an opportunity to play T-ball all the way up to 10U, so 10 and under. We'll teach them skills to pitch, catch, throwing and hitting, of course. So they'll be able to practice with us and play games, and it'll all happen on Sundays between March and April.
So if I'm listening to this show this morning and I'm saying, you know what, that league sounds like that could be good for my kid, how do I become a part of this league? What do I need? What information? Who do I talk to?
Yeah, so you can email me or Taylor. So Taylor is over our Lacumba Kids Club, which if you join the Lacumba Kids Club, you get $30 off your league registration. So we're encouraging everybody to join the Lacumba Kids Club to get that discount and to get the amenities that come with that as well. So her email is Taylor, Taylor, .deborg, so DEBOURG @sus.edu. Or if that's too difficult, you got Brittany, BRITTNEY .Williams with an S 01 @sus.edu.
They better get that Brittany name right. You better spell that right. Look, Brittany's are very particular about how you get it spelled. Am I correct?
That is correct.
And once again, over in Covington, Georgia, give us the time because we have a lot of fans that listen to the show that's over in that area. Give us the times and the teams once again. 3 games today, so you guys going to be putting in a lot of work. And it is Eastern Standard Time for anybody that's listening, you're over that way. So give us some times again as well as the teams.
We're at 10 a.m., 2:30 p.m., and 4:45 p.m. And we start with NCAT, then UMES, and we end with Albany State.
Sound like you guys got your hands full today. What are you looking for out of your team today with those 3 games? Because, 3 games can wear down your arms in terms of the pitcher and just the game of softball itself. What are you looking to for your team to be able to make it through those 3 games?
My goal is dominance. So our slogan this year is dominance mindset. So when you're able to dominate, anybody could play. So we're working on coming out, scoring early so that we can kind of get a feel of our non-starters that are on the team that can come out and do just as well as the starting 9 that we have out there. So that's our goal for today.
And always, I cannot let you go without talking about your staff and the team of people who help make this thing go along with you. Give us your staff and shout them out this morning.
Man, I want to give a huge shout out to Alex Stevens. She's our hitting coach. Our hitting has been phenomenal this weekend. Joshua Stanford, who is our recruiting coordinator. So all those that want to tell me about players and things like that, go through Josh. That's the man. And we have Cameron Atkins. She's new to our staff this year, a former player of mine. So it's a joy being able to coach with someone that I coached. And she's a Southern alum, and she does outfield and slapping. So we're excited to have her on staff as well.
We're excited to have you on this morning. I appreciate you for coming on and thank you for allowing me to get with the softball team earlier this week. I appreciate you for everything you did with that. And thank you for coming on, and congratulations with the 2 wins yesterday. We got 3 tough ones in front of us. So I'm going to be looking out for you guys getting it done today. Is it any way, if people not there, to be able to keep up with the scores or watch or stream this game? Do you know if they have any streaming of this tournament?
Yes, great question. So if you download the Game Changer app, which I suggest doing it anyway because all of our games will be streamed on Game Changer, and follow Southern University as a fan, you'll be able to see our game.
So Game Changer, there's an app called Game Changer. If you're out there listening, she said download that and then follow Southern University as a fan.
Yes.
Follow Southern as a fan, and you'll be able to watch their games this year. Thank you, Coach Williams. We needed that information. I'm getting ready to download it right now.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Coach Williams. Good luck to you guys. For everybody out there, it's the voice of Coach Brittany Williams, the head softball coach at Southern University. She and the Southern University softball team got a tough slate today. 3 games over in Covington, Georgia. Let's hope they can get it pulled out. I'm pulling for them. So let's get ready to take a break, everybody. We come back. We'll keep on with the Mardi Gras festive spirit because it's Saturday. It's early. It's the Jaguar Journal. I'm Perry White. Got my man Mike on the board. And you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The excitement is in the air. The excitement is in the air.
And again, he's going to throw the football. Completes this one to Daniel Guy. Guy stood on his feet. Guy's going to go in. Touchdown! Brian Reynolds will come in and attempt the PAT, which is up, and it is good. On the record books at Jackson State. This time, nothing doing, and here comes your man, DeMarcus Miller.
Yeah.
Miller led the club with 17 tackles for a loss as Reynolds will set up for the field goal attempt. This one will be from 20 yards out. He's 3 of 3 between 20 and 29 yards out. Kick is up, kick is good. So we've come to the end of the first quarter with Jackson State leading 10-3. Ball is at the 31-yard line. Again, throwing the football downfield. Oh, and his receiver, Hayes, makes the catch. See you later. Touchdown, Southern. And every time you think Southern struggles, they come back, they make a play. They've done it all year long. Kick is up, kick is good. Second down and a yard to go. Again, they give it to Lewis. Lewis finds room. Lewis still on his feet. Lewis making a move to the outside. He's inside the 25, the 10, the 5. What a run by Ryan Lewis. 69-yard run for Ryan Lewis. And how about this? Kicks up, kicks good.
Halftime, George Johnson along with Charles Mann. Southern trailed in this football game 10-7. Then they reel off 14 straight points, and they do it with the big plays.
And that's something that we didn't think would happen, at least from Southern's perspective. They've been able to methodically go down the field on people and win ball games, not the big plays. You saw the big play by Ryan Lewis running 69 yards, the nice throw by Terrence Levy. This is something that I don't think Jackson State thought they would see in Southern either, and they go into halftime down by 7 points.
Jackson State came in the best defense out of the SWAC. And if you take a look at the highlights, you will see that this club, and I'm talking about Southern, was really able to capitalize on a couple of miscues, and the big plays are the result of it.
And this is Daniel Guy with a nice stiff arm to Bradley Pittman there. And he runs that ball 36 yards inside for a touchdown, and makes it 7-3. And then Terrence Levy, quarterbacking, throws a big bomb to Michael Hayes, who gets by Rashard Anderson and waltzes into the end zone for a 69-yard reception. And then the big run by Ryan Lewis, a scat back for Southern, races 69 yards for the score.
All right, everybody, we are back. It is the Jaguar Journal. Glad to have you guys with us. I'm Perry White. Good morning to everybody listening and watching on our YouTube and on our Facebook Live. I am happy to have you guys rocking and rolling with us this morning. Everybody watching, well, listening, let's say. You could be watching and listening at the same time, but everybody listening on our radio waves on Talk 107.3 FM across the Baton Rouge, capital city area this morning. We are glad to have you guys with us. And for many of you who don't know, I get a chance to work with various groups and committees and organizations around the Baton Rouge, capital city area myself. And here lately, I've been doing some work with the Capital Region Planning Committee, and in terms of infrastructure work that needs to be improved and worked on right here around the capital city area. And we're talking East and West Baton Rouge Parish, Livingston, and Ascension Parish. And, you know, anybody who's listened to this show know how loud and boisterous I have been. And I've talked to pretty much anybody that I could, from council people to state reps and everybody in between, in terms of trying to make Scenic Highway better. And that area in Scotlandville around Southern University, from the foot of the hump and spread out both left and right in either direction, whether you're going to the end of I-110 right there as it ends and turns into 61 and goes up towards Mississippi, or you take a Scenic Highway back towards Airline Highway, where you can get off on a airline and connect to 110, or go into the city, or go the opposite way like you're going across the river. And for me, I had an opportunity this week to go and speak to some various athletic programs on the campus of Southern University. And I want to thank those coaches publicly who allowed me an opportunity to talk to their student athletes about their civic duty and letting their voice be heard in terms of the community that's around them. One of those is, of course, Coach Jeff Conyers, as Roman Banks call him, Championship Conyers. He gave me the opportunity to talk to both the men and the women's tennis team. I appreciate him for that. Coach Brittany Williams, whose voice you just heard right here on the show, allowed me an opportunity to talk with her team. Coach Kevin Johnson, men's basketball coach, had an opportunity to go talk to the men's basketball team. I greatly appreciate him for that, as well as the Southern University Marching Band, the Wind Ensemble side. Dr. Kedrick Taylor allowed me the opportunity to do that as well. And Coach Chris Crenshaw on the baseball side. So as you can see, I was busy last week with all of these different entities, talking to the students at Southern University, letting them know how important it is for their voice to be heard about the community that's right there in which Southern lies in, Scotlandville, USA, as the natives call it right there. But for me, I am big on trying to get it redone. If you look across the city right now and you go across town, look at Nicholson, right? If you currently going across town anytime lately, like I was yesterday going up and down Highland, it is being redone. Of course, we knew the government street project in which they consolidated the lanes, made bike lanes, and made it more pedestrian friendly. You look across, especially with crosswalks and lighting and sidewalks and street drainage. For me, that is big for the community of Scotlandville, and most importantly, for a scenic highway in which we attract thousands of people to our campus each and every year for sporting events, speaking events, homecoming parades. And for me, it is a big topic to make sure that we get not only our students involved, but the community involved in terms of trying to make a change to Scenic Highway. It's hard to get new businesses to an area when the infrastructure is not in place to support it. And when I say infrastructure, I'm talking about the upgrades to the roads, the drainage, the lighting, the sidewalks, any and everything that will attract businesses to that area to say, hey, we want to be near Southern University. Southern University has an economic impact in this region, and we want to make sure that we can work along with Southern University to both areas able to benefit Southern as well as any businesses. But you got to have the infrastructure in place in order to make that happen. Now, I tell people all the time when you look at the community, and one thing I've noticed, surveys are out there, you get a chance to have, these sit downs, and surveys are tough. Because imagine you walking into the store or you walking anywhere and somebody say, hey, do you have a moment to fill this out? Or do you have a moment to do this survey? Most of you, just like myself, first of all, may feel like it's a scam, or you just simply don't have time because surveys feel like it's inconvenience for many people. And I've noticed that. Most people just don't have time. It feels like an inconvenience. That's nothing I want to do right now. I'm busy. I'm headed somewhere. I need to get somewhere. And of course, you have like town hall meetings in communities where you come in and you have, the engineers and, you have all the people who are working on these possible projects, as well as with proposals and blueprints of what things can look like. And they often ask for the input of the community. And I've been to these as well. And a lot of times we don't get the community to show up. You get an older crowd who typically, the older, let me say, I've worked around enough to say the more seasoned, I don't use the word older, the more seasoned citizens of the area that would show up and say, how is this affecting my land, my area, around my home? But when it comes to the community as a whole not showing up, I have a problem with that. Especially when the community as a whole can use a facelift. The community as a whole can be able to get brought up to code or to be brought better into what needs to be done in terms of the infrastructure. For me, I look at Scenic right there on the corner of Scenic and Harding. Somebody said the old heads, just say it. What the old heads, okay? One day when I become one, I don't want nobody to call me an old head. Just call me seasoned. So I got to be mindful of that. But right there on that corner, I lived there at one time. At that time, it was called the Palisades. Now I believe it's called the Cadence, if I'm not mistaken. That's what happens with all these student housing properties across Baton Rouge. Every so many years, they go through a new name with a new management company that comes in and takes over these properties. But the Cadence is right there, housing many students of Southern University, whether they're undergrad, grad, law school. When I lived there, I also worked there. So we had a ton of law school students that were there as well. Now, I know they had the issue with, keeping the crime down in that area. But for me, nonetheless, you have students who walk that hump, because when I came to Baton Rouge, I didn't have a car. So I did a lot of walking and riding the bus, plenty of it. But those students did frequent those businesses around there. Family Dollar, that is right there, where a lot of students get their just needs. Maybe it's toiletries, snacks, whatever the case may be. You got an Empire Wing right there. You got a convenience store right down on the other side of the police station. You got a Jack in the Box. You got Liberty Bank. You have McDonald's right there. You got my man Howard White right between that. You got a Snowball stand right there. You got the Chevron a lot of students go. There needs to be proper crossings through there because students use that area often. And you're talking about buses, industrial trucks, and everything else that comes through there on top of the cars. We have to be able to improve that area. When it rains, how many of y'all seen it flood? Right at the foot of the hump. And as well as if you go down, and it's always that one infamous pothole everybody knows when you're getting off airline, coming around that curve to get onto Scenic Highway. I don't care how many times they fill that pothole, it gets deeper and deeper every time. Now, I know on the back end, on the opposite end, I think down where the Dollar General is, they have just put up crosswalks, signage in that area. But there are not a lot of students that use more in that area, which I do also understand the community's use of the entire infrastructure also. But for the students' sake, we have to be able to open that area up for changes, especially when we have parades and thousands of people come. Now, let me give you the real. I've had an opportunity to talk to all of these student athletes. And the first thing I asked was, how many people are from Baton Rouge? I could tell you from what I saw after talking to all these sports teams, about 90% of those students were not from Baton Rouge. So my next question was, what was it like when you came into Baton Rouge on a recruiting visit? When you first drove, not the campus itself, but as you're coming into the campus. Am I honest? This is honestly what the students told me. Run down. Looks poor. Ghetto. Now, I'm saying this for us to understand because, you know, sometimes when you see stuff and you're around stuff so long, you sometimes become numb to it. It doesn't necessarily, you don't see it the same way. You don't smell it the same way as though somebody who comes in with fresh eyes and everything else the way that they see. It's like being in the house. You may not know your house have that scent until somebody else comes in and say, man, it don't smell right in here. But you've become so accustomed to it. For me, that's what I believe is happening right here within North Baton Rouge, especially that corridor right there near Southern. We got plenty of people. Everybody has to come through that area to get to the hump, or whether you taking Swan Street. And I mean, even in that area right there, that needs to be redone, where you have the split, where you can go towards Baker, where you can keep straight, or you can turn left right there on Swan Street. That entire area as a whole needs to be redone. And that wouldn't be right if I have the voice and the opportunity to say it out loud, because I'm working behind the scenes to try to get people involved. If I can't get the community, I damn sure could definitely get those students. Because once again, as I talk to the students, things don't happen overnight. But you have to voice that. Taxpayer money don't get spent in places people don't complain. You may complain amongst each other, but if you're not calling your council person, if you're not calling your state rep, if you're not interacting with people, letting them know how you are not happy with the scenery, the infrastructure, and education, or whatever the case may be in your community, they're going to go on and keep doing what they're doing. Typically, when you have these type of conversations where you lose the attention of most people, because most people just simply don't want to be a part of civic duty. Most people simply don't understand it, or That's a waste of time because many think no matter what we do, they're not going to change it. They will. Remember, the people are the boss. But you got to understand your power. When it comes to your infrastructure, when it comes to your education, when it comes to everything in your community. Because for me, when I look for a community, being a father of 2 kids, I look for quality of life. That's access to health care. That's education. That's jobs. And the infrastructure around me. Also, crime. That's what I look for. And we got to have pride. We got to have pride in that. And if you don't have pride, what do you have? Nothing. It's Black History Month. Of course, anybody out there listening, if you didn't know, I'm black. And at the end of the day, our communities have to step up and want better for ourselves. Now, there are plenty out there, trust me. I'm not saying all communities are the same. Not at all. But for the vast majority of the communities in which we ride through, pick up the trash, cut the grass. It's the little things. Let's help make it better. And definitely, for those of you around Southern in that area, we have to be the voice of change in that area, from the administrators to the board members. Hell, I would even love to get someone with the biggest enough voice that he has, like a Marshall Faulk, who has to drive through that same area each and every day. A Kevin Johnson, a Carlos Funches, a Brittany Williams, a Chris Crenshaw, all of these coaches, because remember, teams coming into Baton Rouge as well. Outsiders. Media people, ESPN comes in and showcases the game. We got to understand and want better for the community that's around us. You see it just like I see it. I love murals on the side of buildings, but I don't like the rundown building that the mural is on. That's what I have the problem with. The murals are beautiful. Love it. But the build isn't. The mural is on the side of a building with no roof. We got to want better. To want better, you do better. Let's get ready to take a break. We'll be back. Y'all stay tuned. More to Jaguar Journal.
Washington second, but he's intercepted right there. This time the inside handoff.
And the ball was dropped, and Tommy Head.
Here's Taylor in the pocket, looking downfield and looking for Leroy Fields, and this one looks intercepted, and it is.
He's played a lot tougher ever since. And this is a free play for Southern.
2nd and 15.
It's a free play.
Levy completes his
It's
pass.
a free play.
Oh, and he's still up.
It's a free play.
Hayes is going to continue running inside the 10, the 5. Unbelievable Michael Hayes. Hayes now with 187 yards receiving, 169-yard touchdown, 181-yard touchdown.
And Southern's came up with all the big plays.
They lead by 14. And that one is intercepted by Darden. Darden looking for some room, and Guyon will finally drag him down. But we start the 4th right after this. 2nd down and 20 after the penalty.
Oh, he's got a man wide open.
Going into the corner. Touchdown! Reynolds attempting the point after. It's good. A 32-yard field goal. Kick is up. Kick is good.
This is a great football game.
We knew it would be, though. Torrey Thigpen got us out of our seats.
And this is the punt return by Torrey Thigpen. We were just talking about we haven't seen him. He breaks 2 tackles and runs up the sideline. He has great blocking, but gets pushed out of bounds on about the 1-yard line.
And touchdown Jackson State.
The game is a game of momentum swings. Snap is good. The kick is up.
On driver. Yes, sir.
The ball up to the big receiver, Michael Hayes. There he goes.
Hayes makes the catch. Hayes still on his feet. Hayes looking for blocking. Hayes trying to find a hole. Hayes is still on his feet. He alley-oops. He's inside the 15 and drawn out of bounds at the 10-yard line. An I formation. Oh! Fumble Levy. He kicks it and falls on top of it.
Touchdown. Receiver that has not seen much action comes up big.
1st and 10. Washington over the middle and intercepted. On his own play of the game is Michael Hayes with 8 receptions, 266 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
And that was
the last
no-brainer.
one was unbelievable.
In the back of y'all, me and Doug about to go party with the rest of the people. All right, I see y'all.
And another interception. And there's Pete Richardson right there. Made the adjustments a couple of weeks ago against Grambling to beat Doug Williams' team. Makes the adjustments time in and time out.
All right, everybody, we're back. It's the Jaguar Journal. I'm Perry White. Glad to have you guys with us. Good morning to everybody listening on Talk 107.3 FM across the Baton Rouge capital city area, and everybody out there listening and watching on our YouTube and Facebook Live. Be sure to keep up with the Jaguar Journal, of course, across all social media, X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everything there, as well as you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and keep up with us on Twitch TV, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Be sure, all you got to do is type in the Jaguar Journal. You can't say you didn't know. And we continue to grow as this thing has been a long time, 20 plus years on the radio waves here in Louisiana, one of the longest, if not the longest continued sports talk shows in the state of Louisiana. And I'm glad to be able to be the captain of the ship. Got my man Mike right here. He's steering us in the right direction. My man CJ always making sure things are good on our end. And for you guys, the listeners, the viewers, and everything else, this wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't for you guys. I promise you. As many times I think I get here on this mic and I say I'm just talking to myself. Nobody's tuning in. Nobody's watching. Nobody's listening. But I appreciate those who do. I know we're early on a Saturday morning, every Saturday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., but a lot of people get a chance to go back and watch us after the fact. Now, going back to what I was talking about with the Scotlandville area, I see some people who said, you know, Scotlandville deserves better. Somebody says, I'm not feeling the murals on the buildings in Scotlandville. This isn't East LA. Somebody said the neighborhoods were built in the 50s. Those apartments at the end of 79 need to be demolished. Got somebody calling in, Mike. I feel the same way. And if anybody want to talk to me today, 225-499-1073. I'm giving away some tickets to Southern University baseball game against Miami, Ohio. You can get tickets to both games and enjoy yourself today and everywhere else. You know, if you're going to Mardi Gras, enjoying the parades. But if you want to go to baseball today, you could definitely go and enjoy the Southern University baseball. Who you got, Mike? Gary. Let's get Gary on the line. Good morning, Gary.
How you doing, man? How you guys doing this morning?
Doing good, Gary. How about yourself?
I was listening earlier to you talk about Marshall Faulk. I wanted to get your opinion, Perry, about Marshall Faulk. No one can ever duplicate what Pete Richardson did up there back in the day in the dog day defense, but hopefully they'll bring that dog day defense back. I had a chance to read in the paper about Light, the defensive coordinator. He didn't know what the dog day defense was at the recruiting badge, but some of the Jaguar Nation got him to understand what the dog day defense is and was back in the early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. Coach Richardson went into his heyday and his doomsday here at Southern. Hoping Marshall Faulk would bring that tradition back here with the coaches. I had a chance to listen to you last week talk about some of the coaches. I think Chris Claiborne, I think some of Southern University players was on the team that the guy I remember from the back in the day of all Dawson Motor when they beat Jackson State and Houston, Texas for the SWAC championship in 2012. I listened to the game. I looked at great linebackers, Southern all SWAC. The one thing I wanted to ask you is, what about the strength coach? When are you going to have this strength coach on there and talking about some of the new things he's implementing in their workout, winter workout, spring workout, and summer and fall workout? And I'd like to hear you talk about some of the guys he went into New Orleans and got out of there and they recruited. He hit New Orleans pretty good, quarterback, linebacker, defensive back. And I'd like to hear you talk about that New Orleans area and the Baton Rouge area. And Pete Richardson used to always recruit that Baton Rouge area, the New Orleans area. he had a lot of players from the Louisiana area back in the day. And I hang up and listen to
Yeah, don't hang up. Hold on. You still there?
Yeah.
Let's do this. You asked me a lot. I'm going to have to unpack that. But I got to go to a break. I'm at the top of the hour, so hang on the line. When I get to the top of the hour, I have a lot more time to expound on what you asked me, but I'm going to need you to ask me that again because I got to get to this break at the top of the hour to deal with the news.
All right, man. I'll hang on that, man.
All right, then. Let's get ready to take a break, everybody. I'm at the top of the hour. You guys stay tuned. I'll be back. More of the Jaguar Journal.
Marching band from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The Southern University marching band is led by drum major Lewis, primetime Broadway Jr. Show him some love. The human jukebox will now take you through a precision drill under the sound of the table. The SU band will now do the midfield drill to the two. Lovely. Put your hands together for the fabulous dancing dolls as they jam to the moving under the amazing trailblazing 360
never permitted. One of the many reasons why when you say Southern University marching band, it means excitement. And that only just to let you know that they're the best. The Southern University marching band is simply America's finest. So sit back, relax when you're about to experience the most exciting time of your life. As the feeling, the dazzling, the house rocker, the rock of all houses as the crowd plays attention on a ride.
All right, everybody, we're back. It's the Jaguar Journal. Good morning. I'm Perry White. Glad to have you guys with us. Good morning to everybody listening on Talk 107.3 FM across the Baton Rouge capital city area. Good morning. Happy Mardi Gras to you guys that are getting up and moving around, getting ready for the Spanish Town Parade here locally. Parades will be rocking all across the South region of Louisiana today. And good morning to everybody watching and listening on our YouTube channel and Facebook channel. Hey, I always got to give a shout out to my man Craig, my man Theo, everybody over there at Southern University, man. And good morning to any and everybody who's watching and listening. Be sure to keep up with the Jaguar Journal. We're, of course, across all social media. We're on X, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as we're on Twitch TV, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Before we went to the break, we had a caller, Gary. Is Gary still on the line?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Gary. Now, you gave me so much in a little time. You got to give me one question at a time. You have about 5 questions for me, Gary. Give me one and help me understand. Turn them up a little bit for me, Mike, so I can hear it.
That next P. Richardson restored that Jaguar dog day defense, restored that position that Dawson Oldham had, but he just couldn't win SWAC titles, and he left for Norfolk. So hopefully Marshall Falk will implement P. Richardson in his plans and always be his advisor and talk to Richardson because he's won some SWAC titles. I know he got Frank McNair as his senior advisor, someone that's won SWAC titles, someone that's won Coach of the Year with the SWAC. And he did a good job with Southern when he took over for Dawson Oldham. But hopefully, Marshall, I think he's the right person for the job with the recruits in New Orleans. And I know Coach Richardson used to recruit the whole Louisiana area. He had so many players from Louisiana back in the day. Players like a Terrence Lee out of New Orleans, players like a Michael Hayes, players like he just really went out and wanted to play for Coach Richardson. Eric Randall, Steve Walker from California, players that really want to be at Southern, really want to be at a HBCU university, players that really want to be at a Black College championship, Black College atmosphere. Hopefully Marshall Falk will restore that. And I wanted to ask you about some of the players out of New Orleans he recruited and signed with Southern. What do you think he can hit that New Orleans, Louisiana area, the Baton Rouge area, the Denham Springs area, the whole Louisiana area? And I hang up on this.
So you asking me in terms of recruiting for Marshall Falk and the staff of South Louisiana?
Yes, sir. Will you recruit that South Louisiana like Richardson did?
Well, let me ask you. I'm going to put the question back on you, and then I'll go. For you, how much of the roster for you, and I ask this to a lot of people who want the area recruited because we know South Louisiana has a ton of talent. I see it as a football official all the times. The teams don't necessarily always reflect it, but there's a lot of individual raw talent that can be cultivated once they get into programs and developed up. But for you, when you look around, what's the percentage that you think that you would like to see a Southern football roster with Louisiana talent, and more particularly, as you say, in South Louisiana?
We used to get so many players from across Louisiana, and people was here. He would bring in a Durham Miller. He would bring in I know a Robert Hammond from Opelousas that went to Florida State, was dismissed from Florida State, came and walked on in Southern, started. Kevin Frankerton went to LSU, came to Southern. So many players that Richardson recruited that really wanted to play for him. And he was such a great recruiter and a great motivator. And so when someone wins 5 Black College National Championship, 5 SWAC titles, it's hard to duplicate. But I think Marshall Falk is the first, a young man for the job. He's been in the NFL, and Trey Harley came back, and he was able to stay at Southern, and he had a great year, freshman, rookie year. And I'm seeing big things from Southern and Falk and Trey Harley and hopefully the recruits will come and he'll be here a long time for Southern, and nothing won't move him out of here.
Where are you from in South Louisiana? Are you from South Louisiana?
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Baton Rouge. And your thoughts when you looked at in the past,
Scotlandville area.
Scotlandville area. So in the past, for you being a longtime supporter of Southern, did you think Southern was doing a great job, in your opinion, of recruiting the Baton Rouge region, or did you think Southern could have done better?
Coach was there, the Southern Lab area, the capital. He did a great job with Glen Oaks. He did a great job at Southern. Coach Richard was there. He had good recruiters. He had good coach Flip Sheeter. He had good Gary Smith. He had good coaches there back in the day. He had good coaches, and they didn't mind recruiting. They didn't mind getting out work and out on the pavement to get players to come.
So you know it's a new day and age, right? You know things are different from the Pete Richardson days.
I know it's different, but hopefully these coaches like Akai Light and Chris Claiborne, some of the coaches I was reading about, I was listening to out of Notre Dame when they played Miami Catholic in Convict. There was a game of the 50 back in the day, and Akai Light had some interceptions, some great plays back in that game. I looked at the game and great recruiters, defensive coordinators. Just bring that mystique back, that dog day defense. Just bring that defense back.
What's dog day defense to you? Besides a chant, what is dog day defense to you to help somebody out there who may not know better understand?
When you're down in that fourth quarter and that defense rides, like Hyde the Northern, like a Drum Miller, like then I can't tell you the linebacker, Shannon Smith, like a Chris Claiborne, like a there's so many great athletes, so many great players on that dog day defense, like a Sean Wallace, like that passed away. God be the glory to him, but there's so many great athletes that can rise and bring that defense up. That defense make interceptions, and they get a stop, and Southern win the game.
So let me ask you this. This is one of my last questions, because I appreciate you calling in this morning, Gary. For you, I got two questions for you. I'm gonna keep you on this morning since you want to talk to me. Let me ask you, how do you honestly feel about Marshall Faulk and the season coming up? As a fan, because hold on, Gary, you gotta let me finish. You can't just the way radio work, we gotta go back and forward.
Okay.
How do you feel with Marshall Faulk? Because this is for the people that are listening. Marshall could be listening, I don't know, or admins, but for you as a fan, because this is what you need to get the feedback. Does this excite the fan base to get the fans to buy tickets and support? What's your thoughts and feelings with Marshall Faulk and his staff, as you know, with this coaching staff, and you talked about them? What's your excitement towards the season, and are you excited?
I think my excitement, we got a good schedule. I know we never played Kentucky State. We got Alabama State and Birmingham, and I'm anxious to see what Kentucky State got, HBCU. I think we can get 7 wins. I think we can get, if things go well, we can beat Jackson State, FAMU, Grambling again. I think we can make it to the SWAC title game. No one is like a Stump Mitchell. They never was against the hire. Just wasn't a guy I really wanted. And I think Marshall Faulk is for everybody. He got his deep running back like Trey Hall and make him a pro. We hadn't had a running back up there like since Lamar Tillery back in the day when he was for 2000. That's somebody should be on the staff. I don't know why they don't try. I know they can't hire everybody, but a great running back coach, I would think he would make it Southern if he had the chance to come to Southern. And that's it.
How long you been listening to the Jaguar Journal, Gary?
For years, man. Years.
Well, I appreciate you for listening to the Jaguar Journal for years and calling in this morning, man. Look, I wasn't just going to let you go easy, man. I don't get to hear Gary often on here, so if I got you this morning, I'm going to talk to you, man. I appreciate you for coming on, man, and you can call in anytime, Gary.
Thank you, Perry. Thank you.
All right, my man. That's Gary right there calling in and keeping up with the Jaguar Journal this morning. For you guys, you know, how y'all feel? 225-499-1073. If anybody want to call in, I'm open for discussion this morning. I don't necessarily have to go in a straight structure. I don't have any more guests lined up for the show, so I'm open for whatever y'all feel. I know last week I had people tell me I was tripping last week, so I'm not sure. Y'all tell me, hey, Mike, where you at? Mike just stepped off on me. But look, let me tell you guys, I had people, they said I necessarily wasn't on the wrong side of things last week. They just said, you know what, I think you're being too rough on him right now. I mean, and you guys tell me I didn't want to spend a lot of time on it and expound on it, but I opened the door for you guys because I know I did it on the back end of the show last week. Who we got on line one, Mike? Dion. Let's go to Dion on line one. Good morning, Dion. Welcome to the Jaguar Journal.
What's going on, Perry? What's going on, man?
Not much, man. What's up with you? Good morning.
Good morning, man. I'm just happy to be on this side of the dirt. Thanking God, man.
What you got for me this morning, Dion?
Man, I'm excited, man. This my 14-year season book. I even added 2 more tickets.
Come on now, Mike.
Just in case I have people there that don't have tickets that want to go in, enjoy the game, man.
You made a smile come on Mike's face when you said that, man. Mike got excited because you're getting your tickets.
2 extra tickets, tailgate spots, man. My spot. Anybody that want to come eat, we feed everybody. We right on the nurses line, right across from the Tony Clayton thing. We feed everybody. You'll see the tailgate trailer say ultimate tailgate trailer. We feed. We don't turn nobody down.
So let me ask you this.
Come on in and have a good time.
Dion, let me ask you this. How long, you said 14-year season book holder, how long have you been following the Southern Jaguars?
Oh, man, as long as I know, my dad has been following them since 73, so I've been on this hill. I've been with him.
Now I see somebody in the comments say, oh, yeah, I'm coming to get a plate. Now, is it come one, come all?
Oh, come one, come all, man. I tell you what we did. I think it was, I'm trying to see who it was. Alcorn for homecoming came, and they brought a charter bus, and we went over there. They was getting off the charter bus. We fed the whole bus. Y'all come on, eat over there with us. We all one big family. Come on, eat.
Now, that's one thing I tell you, once I got here, what I love about Southern is the hospitality and the good cooking. What y'all over there cooking, Dion?
Man, we frying ribs. We boiling pig feet. We cook at least 400 wings, red beans rice, homemade shrimp fried rice. Man, we do it all. And we don't charge nothing. But come one, come all.
Man, if I eat that fried rib, that might do it to me, Mike. I mean, Dion, that might do it to me.
You got to come try my fried ribs, man. You got to come try them.
You trying to take me out, Dion? Let me ask you this. With your excitement, of course, you bought 2 more tickets with it, but just hearing Marshall Faulk, and I like people calling in this morning and saying it, 225-499-1073. Anybody else want to call in? But when you heard the announcement, now you see the recruiting class, you see the staff put together. What is your thoughts, and does this create excitement for you and the people that are closest with you for Southern football coming in 2026?
You know what I'm so excited about, Perry? I'm really excited that he's giving these high school kids a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And this kids that we can bring up, it's good to go on the portal, of course, but you got kids that you could bring up that, like the kid from St. Paul, you got kids from everywhere coming as high school kids, man. And I like that because those are kids that's getting a chance out of high school. So, of course, they got to step it up because they know they got people in the portal. So, and they give us a chance to raise them, bring them up like we want to bring. But I think Marshall Faulk is doing a great job recruiting. I think it's going to be good, man. Somebody asked me the other day, well, what you going to think he going to do his first year? I said, man, this is man's first year. Give him a chance. Of course, we going to have them fans, Prairie View coach made it the first year. Okay, he made it the first year. He also had, 40-something, 50-something transfers come in, too. He had a whole football team new. You got to give a man a chance, but I'm so excited, man. I tell you what, anything beat more than 2 games a year. So I'm big excited, so I'm good. Like I said, man, I'm going to roll with Marshall till the wheels fall off. I'm going to support any way I could, man. I mean, it is what it is, man.
Let me ask you this. Here. I got one more question for you, and I appreciate you this morning.
Yes, sir.
What is a reasonable for you? You just said anything better than 2 wins that we had last year against Valley and Grambling. But what's a reasonable for you year one record for a first-year head coach at Southern University for you?
For me, if we can win with that schedule we got, it ain't no punk schedule now. You got to go on that road. We going on the road a lot for some tough games. And people got to look at that. Last year was a favorable schedule for us. We had all the hard hitters coming up. Now we got to go on that road to places where it's hard to win. And we know that. So I'm thinking 5-6 game win, I'll take it first year.
Who you want to, okay. Who those 5-6, who do you see those games being against? If you see the schedule that we have.
I say we beat Kentucky State. I say we beat Louisiana College University. I say we beat Bethune-Cookman. I say we go beat Alcorn. I really think we go beat Texas Southern. And don't be surprised if we shock Alabama State.
So you don't see us beating FAMU, Jackson, or Grambling?
They next on the Grambling. I forgot about them. We own them. So you can put Grambling in there. And we might go 7. I'm gonna say 7. I'm gonna boost it up to 6-7.
So we playing spades. You got 6 in the possible.
6 in the possible, and that possible is Jackson State, and that's a high possible. Because you know when you get down there, it's a little home cooking. They don't even let the band in the gate before they band comes in. So you know it's a little home cooking now.
How long you been listening to the Jaguar Journal, Dion?
Oh, Perry, I've been following, man. All that work, man. I got wrote up one time at work because I got the journal on. I'm listening to my journal, man. I don't care what they say. I'm listening to my journal.
Man, I appreciate you, Dion, man.
I appreciate you, man.
And call in anytime, brother, man. We'd love to hear from you.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keeping it real.
Thank you, baby.
All right.
All right, let's get ready to take a break. We got some more people on the line. And anybody else want to call 225-499-1073. You can talk to me this morning, 225-499-1073. Let's get ready to take a break. When we come back, we'll continue more of the Jaguar Journal. It's On the Yard Sports, and I'm Perry White. And what I need for you to do is go follow and subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitter right now.
For the first time in the 79-year history of the Southwestern Athletic Conference Elite Championship game determines the overall champion today. Live from Legion Field in Birmingham, Alabama, it's the champions of the East, Jackson State, taking on Southern, the champs from the West. Hello, everybody. George Johnson along with Charles Mann. And I got to tell you, a great poet once said, this is the way it's supposed to be. And it is. Number 11 Southern taking on number 15 Jackson State. Both programs have won 3 SWAC titles over the decade. So it's only fitting in the first SWAC championship game we determine the program of the decade. We've got a lot of offense out on the field. And yet this guy right here, he's going to tell you this game's all about D.
It's always all about D, George. You know that. It's always all about D.
An all-pro defensive end is going to tell you that. When you think about Jackson State, this is a team that is very potent offensively, but defensively they've led the SWAC throughout most of the year, and they've got the best player in defense in the SWAC, and that's Tommy Head.
Tommy Head. Get used to saying that name. You'll say it all day. He'll be all over the field. He's always around the football. He's the leading tackler on this team. He also has 5.5 sacks.
At one point this year, Southern led the nation in scoring defense. Then they ran into Florida A&M. They've got a lot of guys out there that can get it done, but at the top of the list is DeMarcus Miller.
DeMarcus Miller, the linebacker coach, Terrence Graves, told me there's one word to describe this kid, and that is relentless. He's only 5'10", 285 pounds. He makes a lot of plays, though.
Relentless, appropriate word for our third member of the broadcast team, and that's Joe Claire, who's standing by down on the sideline. Joe?
Yes, indeed. I'm down here on the field capturing all the pageantry and revelry that is black college football. Birmingham, Alabama is a lovely city. This is the inaugural SWAC championship in their city, so they came out to have a good time. I will be covering the bands, the cheerleaders, shout-outs, all of that kind of stuff. Back to you guys up top.
All right, thank you very much, Joe. You know, earlier this year, Southern beat Jackson State, their 4th straight win over the Tigers. But what's most impressive about Southern, they haven't lost a conference game in 25 outings. They put it on the line against Jackson State.
We look at the starting lineups brought to you by Western Union Money Transfer, the fastest way to send money worldwide. You saw the backs. Here's your offensive line. Damon Nivens is a first-team All-SWAC member. Defensively,
There's your starting lineups for Jackson State's defense. Chandler, Tommy Head, Edward Reese, pretty good middle linebacker. Rashard Anderson is a professional prospect, and they say he will be in the NFL next year. It is your starting lineup, brought to you by Western Union. Mark Washington is your quarterback, Destry Wright, the all-time leading rusher in school history, is the tailback. Jeremiah Todd is an all-star.
All right, we're back. More to Jaguar Journal. I'm Perry White. Good morning to everybody listening on Talk 107.3 FM across the Baton Rouge capital city area. Everybody watching across the world on our Facebook and YouTube. As always, be sure to keep up with the Jaguar Journal across all social media, TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitch TV, Apple Podcasts, as well as Spotify. Just simply type in the Jaguar Journal and you will find us all over the place. We got somebody else on the call line this morning, 225-499-1073. If you want to call and talk to me about anything. We got, who is it, Chuck? All right, Chuck, good morning. What's going on?
Good morning. I'm going to be quick. I was just talking, chiming in what you all were just talking about. Yeah, I was chiming in what you all were just talking about. You were talking earlier about improving the area where Southern is located, and that happens in any these places where you have colleges. Yeah, you want to have the best looking areas, like you were talking about where Scotlandville is, and you want to be presentable. People who come in there, be it like you just talking about getting recruits come in there, recruits or students come in there, the athletes or just students come in there. And we see it, we know about Howard, we talk about Howard being in the hood and all that. And people are going to see these things before getting to these campuses. And what has happened on like Atlanta University Center campuses in that area, they talk about that being the hood, but now that has become gentrified. They've been talking about gentrification there in Atlanta, Georgia, and then in Austin, Texas, what has happened with where Houston Tillis is located. People forget that there was HBCU there. People always think about University of Texas, but there was HBCU, Houston Tillis in there. They talk about that being the hood, but now that area has become gentrified. And what has happened, those homes there in that area make it that people are not able to buy those homes, that make it not affordable. That's what has occurred, and I know you all don't want that to happen in the area where Southern is located.
Yeah, I'm just looking, I would like for the community to take a lot more pride around in what's going on. And that way, when the community takes pride, we can work together along with the university. I know that community has a long history in terms of here in Baton Rouge, a rich history at that. And so for me, I want us to tap into when it was great there, how do we get that back? Because I get it. People get a little money, people get a little better job, and they move on. I'm a prime example of that. I'm a prime example of that coming from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. If anybody goes to Pine Bluff, you can understand where I left for opportunity. But I still am very much involved in the community in which I left. I keep up with city council meetings, quorum court meetings. I keep up with everything that's going on, and I still keep my voice heard there, and I'm still in the loop of what's going on there. Even for the people who leave the Scotlandville area and move somewhere, even if it's out of state, you still got to keep your ear to the street and still make sure that you are maintaining some form of communication or connection to that community. And for me, I'm looking for the community itself and the university to work together to see how can we improve quality for any and everybody that comes to North Baton Rouge, particularly that corridor right there near Scenic Highway.
You're exactly right, and that's what's happened. Even not just big cities, but even the towns as well. Like here, up here at Grambling, what they've done, they've made a lot of improvement. They have a shopping center with grocery store and many other stores there. And they're building another shopping center in that area, and they have a nice TA truck stop, coming in there. And I think they're running a hotel there because they realize, they say, look, let's get this revenue and make it look presentable. And because, Ruston is building up, they're going to have a Buc-ee's there. And Ruston, they say, hey, look, let's get the things there too, so we can have some of the revenue as well.
Chuck, I appreciate you calling in this morning, man. As always, man, thank you.
Always great conversing with you. You all take care and have a great weekend.
All right, you too, Chuck. Who else we got on the line? Good morning. It's Jaguar Journal.
Hey, good morning, Perry. This is Ron Morris from up in Tallulah, Louisiana.
What's up with you, man? Good morning.
Hey, man, everything great. And enjoying your show as always. Continue to do the good work and, getting the word out for us, Jaguar alums and even fans. I just want to say about the excitement. One or two things I wanted to say something about the excitement is there. I can speak on my behalf for the upcoming season. And even about the tickets, I normally have 4 season passes, but I got 2 more, so I have 6. And so it's just about being excited. And then as a fan, we just need more fans, even just buy season tickets. I have a tailgate spot, and even give to the foundation and to the alumni federation. So we need to give more and invest into our university. We want a lot of change. We complain about things, and we have to be financially supportive as well, other than just by lip service.
Let me ask you this, because of course I had Tony Clayton here, the board chair of the Southern University system. He's the Southern University board. And I had him here on the show and had an opportunity to have a conversation. Now, he said some things in which I've seen on social media have gone both ways, but what do you think about the naming rights to change from A.W. Mumford Stadium to giving naming rights to some big company or corporation?
Okay, yeah, great question. And I'm going to say, hey, I love Southern University. And I think that's a great idea. And we have to do stuff differently. We can't continue to fall behind and be left behind. And, you're not taking nothing from nobody what they done because it's another area and history is important. And like I said, there's other options. Like I said, you can do like the stature some of Coach Mumford, but still do other things that can bring money in, And so, we got to get past the just looking at things from a small perspective.
And for you, with the excitement of Marshall Faulk being named the head coach, what does that excitement lie? Is it the excitement of a NFL Hall of Famer? Is it excitement of the possibilities of the recruits? Is it the excitement of the staff being put together? Or is that all together culminated that makes that excitement for you?
It's more the latter two. It's not so much as just being an NFL Hall of Fame. It's about the staff. It's about the recruitment of the different type of players we see that has committed and signed. And my biggest thing I always say when I go to games, I'm just looking at, how the coaching staff actually teaching and preparing kids to compete. And just alone, when they talking about experience of coaching, but hey, when you knowledgeable what you can pour into kids and what you can get out of kids, that makes the difference of way. Because you can coach for 20 years and not be an effective coach.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can go to practice every day and practice long, but not practice effective. So those things don't really mean nothing. But I think that the knowledge and the type of football we're going to play and present on that field going to be noticeably different. And I feel we probably get up to 7 wins, easily,
Give me hold on. Let's go through it. Give me your 7 wins. What you got?
Well, I don't have that schedule in front of me, but like I say,
I'll help you out. Game 1, Alabama State.
I think we're going to get them by 3. I think we're going to pull that one out.
You think we beat Alabama State?
Right.
All right, game 2. Kentucky State, we got 1. Game 2, what you got?
Jags all day.
All right. Game 3 at Houston.
University of Houston?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be one that we won't. I don't think we will, but hey, as long as we play and we represent the university well, I'm going to say that one that we'll get by us.
2-1 right now. Louisiana Christian.
Win for the Jags.
3-1. All right, Jackson State.
Jackson State. Oh, our old stadium. That 7-year run is going to end. They will not tie us up because they forgot we beat them 8 straight prior to them winning them 7. So they will not tie us up this year.
So you got us 4-1. All right, UAPB. Right. It's homecoming.
Oh, it's payback. It's payback from last year.
5-1 on the road at Prairie View.
A game we might slip, not because they're going to be so much talent, but coming off of the high and like we're going to be, and there's going to be something going to shake us back up. So that might be one that we lose that we shouldn't lose.
5-2. Go to Texas Southern.
Texas Southern, we got them.
6-2. Going to Florida A&M.
Going to Florida. Much as I want that game, I want that game bad to get them, but I just don't think we may get that. I hope we do, but that's one of the ones that can go either way, but I'm just going to say that probably won't.
6-3.
I don't want it to. Yeah.
We had 6-3, Bethune-Cookman.
Bethune-Cookman. It's going to be a hard fight because Bethune-Cookman has improved a lot. but I still think we could take a close ball game and get that one.
7-3, all corn.
All corn.
Ooh, 7-4, Grambling.
We got Graham. That's our school.
You got us 8-4 next year. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, is that a reasonable? That's a good season for you right there.
And if it even be one less, it still be a reasonable one, you know. And so, yeah.
Well, man,
yeah,
I appreciate.
And just close, like I say, man, I'm always excited to see what you're doing across the board, whether it's band events or whatever. But you know, Jag folks need to get excited and then even just give a little more of any more than $20 a month. Give to the university because every dollar matters and support everything that's going on about the university out there. Appreciate you always, my brother.
Man, appreciate you for calling in this morning. Call in anytime.
All right.
All right, y'all, let's get ready to take a break. I still got callers. Today is y'all day, 225-499-1073. Hey, call and talk to me then. Tell me what y'all thinking, how y'all feeling. Don't matter about anything. Baseball, basketball, football, softball. I don't care, man. If it's just Mardi Gras, you can call and talk to me today, 225-499-1073. Let's take a break and I'll come back and I'll get back more to the callers. Y'all stay tuned.
Game. The excitement is in the air.
Then he's going to throw the football. Completes this one to Daniel Guy. Guy still on his feet. Guy's going to go in. Touchdown! Brian Reynolds will come in and attempt the PAT, which is up, and it is good. On the record books at Jackson State. This time, nothing doing, and here comes your man, DeMarcus Miller.
Yeah.
Miller led the club with 17 tackles for a loss, as Reynolds will set up for the field goal attempt. This one will be from 20 yards out. He's 3 of 3 between 20 and 29 yards out. Kick is up, kick is good. So we've come to the end of the first quarter with Jackson State leading 10-3. Ball is at the 31-yard line. Again, throwing the football downfield. Oh, and his receiver, Hayes, makes the catch. See you later. Touchdown, Southern. And every time you think Southern struggles, they come back, they make a play. They've done it all year long. Kick is up, kick is good. Second down and a yard to go. Again, they give it to Lewis. Lewis finds room. Lewis still on his feet. Lewis making a move to the outside. He's inside the 25, the 10, the 5. What a run by Ryan Lewis. 69-yard run for Ryan Lewis. And how about this? Kicks up, kicks good.
Halftime, George Johnson along with Charles Mann. Southern trailed in this football game 10-7. Then they reel off 14 straight points, and they do it with the big plays.
And that's something that we didn't think would happen, at least from Southern's perspective. They've been able to methodically go down the field on people and win ball games, not the big plays. You saw the big play by Ryan Lewis running 69 yards, the nice throw by Terrence Levy. This is something that I don't think Jackson State thought they would see in Southern either, and they go into halftime down by 7 points.
Jackson State came in the best defense out of the SWAC. And if you take a look at the highlights, you will see that this club, and I'm talking about Southern, was really able to capitalize on a couple of miscues, and the big plays are the result of it.
And this is Daniel Guy with a nice stiff arm to Bradley Pittman there. And he runs that ball 36 yards inside for a touchdown, makes it 7-3. And then Terrence Levy, quarterbacking, throws a big bomb to Michael Hayes, who gets by Rashard Anderson and waltzes into the end zone for a 69-yard reception. And then the big run by Ryan Lewis, a scat back for Southern, races 69 yards for the score. And that's where it stands right now, 17-10. Southern is on top.
Passing leaders in the conference, Lionel Hayes from Grambling.
Game. The excitement is in the air.
Then he's going to throw the football. Completes this one to Daniel Guy. Guy still on his feet. Guy's going to go in. Touchdown! Brian Reynolds will come in and attempt the PAT, which is up, and it is good. On the record books at Jackson State. This time, nothing doing, and here comes your man, DeMarcus Miller.
Yeah.
Miller led the club with 17 tackles for a loss as Reynolds will set up for the field goal attempt. This one will be from 20 yards out. He's 3 of 3 between 20 and 29 yards out. Kick is up, kick is good. So we've come to the end of the first quarter with Jackson State leading 10-3. Ball is at the 31-yard line. Again, throwing the football downfield.
All right, everybody, we're back. It's the Jaguar Journal. Good morning. I'm Perry White. Glad to have you guys with us. Got the phone lines going this morning. Good morning to everybody listening on Talk 107.3 across the Baton Rouge capital city area, and everybody watching and listening on our Facebook and YouTube live this morning. Be sure to keep up with the Jaguar Journal, of course, on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also keep up with us on Twitch TV, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Simply type in the Jaguar Journal, and you got us. Let's go to the phone lines. Who we got first, Mike? We got Elwood. Good morning, Elwood. How you doing?
Hey, Derek, how are you?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Look, calling from a hospital bed in Monroe, Louisiana.
Man, hope you feel better, Elwood.
Thank you. My first time calling in, although I've been listening to the show for years. Look, I saw a sign on your show one day that said Southern University Hardcourt Club. And I was wondering, which sport does that relate to?
Basketball.
Basketball, okay. Yeah, I'm interested in doing something, even though I'm not in Baton Rouge, doing something to help the basketball teams. And I was hoping that there was a booster club for basketball.
Yeah, I believe they have the hardwood as well as the 6-man that both do what they can for the basketball. I believe the hardwood is Matthew Valaire, if I'm not mistaken, and a couple of other people. I've had Matthew Valaire here on the show before talking about it, but I believe he will be a good point of contact for you if you're looking to be involved with that.
Okay, Matthew Valaire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got you. Incidentally, but for me, no less.
Still got you there? Work on, don't hang up on him, Mike. See, let's work on him. Let's go to the next caller. Who we got? Nina, good morning. Nina, you there? Nope, she's not there. Let's go back and see if Elwood is back straight. Elwood, you there? Nope. All right, I don't know what's happening. I was listening to what he was saying. Let's see. He's still there? Somebody's going to listen. Let's keep it trying to. Don't know what's going on. Sometimes the phone lines work in your favor. Sometimes. There you go, Elwood. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, what you have for me?
I say for me, this upcoming season, no less than 8-4.
All right, Elwood, I'm going to do you like I do everybody else. Give me your 8. Who the 8 teams you think we're going to beat?
I think we'll win all of them except Prairie View, Jackson State, FAMU. I'm going to change that to 9-3.
Oh, okay. Well, give me the 3 who we lose to then. Who you think those 3?
FAMU, Jackson State, Prairie View.
FAMU, Jackson State, Prairie View.
Yeah.
Does Prairie View stop us, in your opinion, from going to the SWAC championship if we lose that game?
Yes.
That's a good season for you, year one?
Yeah, I'll accept that.
You going to be able to get out that hospital bed anytime soon and be able to come down to a game?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's all I want to make sure, man, that you're good and ready by the time football season come up.
All right.
Well, Elwood, man, I appreciate you calling in this morning, man, and thank you for supporting the show as long as you have, man, and call back anytime. Thank you. I know you said it was your first time, but don't let it be your last time.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's go back to the phone line. Who was it, Nina? All right, Nina, good morning.
Good morning, Perry. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm so proud of you. You're doing a magnificent job and following you from the beginning. And this is James Verrett's sister. You met me at the game.
Oh, yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing great, doing great. My prediction is that we win it all, as always. I think we have an opportunity to make some positive changes if our Jaguar Nation comes out and support. I'm a season book holder, and I think that we just need to do just a little bit more. Get the kids fired up, get our students fired up, faculty fired up, staff fired up, and believe in the mission of the new coach that we have. Just add it to the culture that we have on Southern University's campus. And donate. Add more money. Whatever you give, just give a little bit more to the different areas that you're passionate about.
Let me ask you that. To do that, do you think we need a campaign with something with Marshall Faulk asking the community to support him as he can bring something to the community in terms of wins and the players and championship? How, in your opinion, hearing from you as the fan, how do you think the best way to go about to get people fired up to want to give more?
Well, I think that he needs to, his team, I'll say, needs to share his vision, whatever the vision is for the football department. He needs to share it with us and allow us to help. Every little bit helps. Everyone doesn't have $1 million, but they may have $1, and every dollar counts. And I think coming from the head, which is our head coach, I think it would make a big difference. And then allow his ancillary staff to be a part of that and constantly remind us whatever that slogan is. For example, in basketball, I think it's "We're on the prowl." Each department has a different thing, and whatever that thing is, I think they need to promote it. Think they need to allow us to be a part of his vision. And once that happens, I think everybody will follow. I think everybody will follow through.
I believe so too. Last week I had the conversation of, I wanted to know how committed Marshall Faulk was to us, because since his hiring at Southern University, I haven't seen much out there of him with Southern University. And when I say with Southern University, he speaks about it, but in terms of the apparel, in terms of just social media presence, I haven't seen a lot of it, but I agree. I think that's what you need. And that was my whole point of last week discussing about it. I think that's what helps sell it even more. I mean, right now we have the excitement. That's why I'm glad people are calling. The excitement is there, but it just seemed like there's a little void there of not doing enough to get that. As somebody said in the comment section, we need 5,000 more people at home games than what we already average. Well, how do you do that? You market just a little bit harder. You push campaigns just a little bit harder, and you have Marshall Faulk at the center point of all of that in order to make that happen, because he clearly has created the excitement amongst the fan bases people have been hearing today as they've been calling in.
Well, I know that there's a science to it all, and I know he came in the middle of a time for recruitment, so I'm pretty sure he's out there doing that to make sure that we have the best recruitment class as possible. But yes, he's coming into a different culture, and he has a lot to learn. And I'm hoping that they are providing him with the resources and knowledge on how the culture works. But every little bit helps, from the baby to the grandma, to be able to give to Southern University athletics, to the football, to all the different departments. But yes, he needs to be more visible. And I know he has probably a pattern of things or a playbook that he is going by. But understand, marketing is it. They need to see that SU. They need to see Lacumba, the picture of the tiger. They need to understand what that S means, that S on the chest means. And he will learn it as he goes along, and his staff as well needs to go along as well to know exactly what that means. And as he does it and give us the knowledge of whatever his vision is for the football, for this upcoming season, I'm sure alumni, the Southernites out here, will follow through. But we can't follow through if we don't know what that thing is. We know we have excellence and pride that we strive for, and we want championships. But also remember, your fan base is your other player on the field. Mm-hmm. We can make a difference in the game as well, just as the band does, and all those different elements. We are an element as well, and they can make a difference and assist, as they say, the dog day D. That fan base makes a lot of noise, and it'll make your opponent question their own level of ability. But yes, I have faith in him, his staff, and as a fan and as a proud alum, I'm hoping that they do have a winning season. But yes, if he gives us the vision, yes, it will happen. I see on social media more and more of our paraphernalia are starting to come out. But yes, he has to promote. Just like he did when he played professional ball. He had to wear with the team that he was on. He tells the players to do the same. So he, lead by example. I'm sure he will, and we're here to support him. We're not against him. We'll support him. And I know the ladies out there, we're sport heads too. And so we're going to support and be there as well. So I'm praying that he does have a great outing and we win everything. And Perry, I appreciate you having this show, allowing us to be able to call in and just keep up the good work and whatever we can do as fans, as supporters of you. Of course, we're there for you.
I appreciate the love and love you for the support. And thank you as always.
You have an amazing day and go, Jag.
Go, Jag. Let's take a 073 if you want to get in on this last little section of the show.
Washington second, but he's intercepted right there. This time the inside handoff.
And the ball was dropped and Tommy Head.
Here's Taylor in the pocket, looking downfield and looking for Leroy Fields, and this one looks intercepted, and it is.
He's played a lot tougher ever since. And this is a free play for Southern.
2nd and 15.
It's a free play.
Levy completes his
It's
pass.
a free play.
Oh, and he's still up.
It's a free play.
Hayes is going to continue running inside the 10, the 5. Unbelievable Michael Hayes. Hayes now with 187 yards receiving. 169-yard touchdown, 181-yard touchdown.
And Southern's came up with all the big plays.
They lead by 14. And that one is intercepted by Darden. Darden looking for some room, and Guyon will finally drag him down. But we start the 4th right after this. 2nd down and 20 after the penalty.
He's got a man wide open.
Going into the corner. Touchdown! Reynolds attempting the point after. It's good. A 32-yard field goal. Kick is up. Kick is good.
This is a great football game.
We knew it would be, though. And Torrey Thigpen got us out of our seats.
And this is the punt return by Torrey Thigpen. We were just talking about we haven't seen him. He breaks 2 tackles and runs up the sideline. He has great blocking, but gets pushed out of bounds on about the 1-yard line.
And touchdown Jackson State.
The game is a game of momentum swings. Snap is good. The kick is up.
On driver. Yes, sir.
The ball up to the big receiver, Michael Hayes. There he goes.
Hayes makes the catch. Hayes still on his feet.
All right, everybody, we're back. It's the Jaguar Journal. Good morning. I am Perry White. Glad to have you guys with us. Let's go straight to the phone line. So we got Jay. Good morning, Jay.
Hello, good morning, Perry. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm over here watching you guys on Twitch and loving the show, man.
I appreciate you, man, and the support, man. What you got for me this morning?
Man, people in here talking about the schedule, like success for here. Hey, for me, if they get 6 wins, so I find that a good year in my book. You gotta give them time as the first year head coach.
Give me your 6 wins, Jay.
Oh man, you gotta give me the schedule,
right,
Perry.
We'll go through it then. I'll go through it with you, Jay. I got time today. Alabama State.
Ooh, question: Is Andrew back at Bama State, or he's still in the portal?
Andrew Body's back at Bama State.
Ooh, don't get mad at me, but I gotta go with my guy, Sky Man, Andrew Body.
I can't get mad at you. This is your prediction. Hey, so you 0-1. All right, next Kentucky State.
Oh, that's Southern all day.
1-1. Houston, the University of Houston.
Gotta go Houston right there, Perry.
1-2. Louisiana Christian.
That the Jags, man.
2-2 at Jackson State.
Ooh, boy. No why with everybody else. That street end this year. Give me Southern on that one.
3-2. UAPB homecoming.
Damn. Give me the Jazz on that one. They gotta get payback from last year.
4-2. All right, now we got Prairie View.
Prairie View. I hate to admit, but hey, Prairie View break that streak at home and get Southern.
4-3. Texas Southern on the road.
Back in Houston. Close one. Give me the Jag and a close one, that one.
5-3. All right, on the road at Florida A&M.
I got to go fam on that one.
5-4. We got Bethune-Cookman.
Bethune. I mean, not Bethune, Southern.
All right.
I said that one too fast.
6-4. All right, Alcorn State.
Jazz at home, man.
7-4. Grambling State.
Man, what the streak is? Like 4 years in a row in the Classic?
Something like
right
that.
Now? Or is it 3? Let's make it 5.
You got a 7-4?
No. Wait. Let Southern take the win in the Classic again.
All right, I can live with that. So do we make a SWAC championship like I asked the last caller, or does that loss that you have at Prairie View stop us from getting to the championship?
I say might need a little help for the SWAC championship. Might need a little help. Somebody gonna have to go in there and beat them.
Well, listen.
Don't know who, but somebody.
Well, I appreciate you calling in this morning, man. How long you been listening to the Jaguar Journal, man?
I forgot why I heard about you somewhere. I've been following you ever since. I think we're doing when Dewey first got there. I've been there rolling with y'all since.
Well, I appreciate you for supporting, man, and calling in this morning. And like I tell everybody, man, don't let it be your last time. Call and check on your boy sometime.
Oh no, you be seeing me around campus. I don't know you remember that year Sky can't get his live show on campus. I was the person who bought that player Friday 50 Jambalaya on the live stream.
Yeah, I do remember, man. How you doing?
All right.
Well, I appreciate you for the support, man, that you always give, man, and thank you, bro. Don't let it be your last time calling in.
Oh, no, it's not.
All right, my man, have a good day.
You too.
All right, everybody, listen. That Prairie View, everybody, hey, I ain't never heard nobody this many fans picking Prairie. And listen, y'all know I'm a big Tremaine Jackson fan. That's a football coach right there. I like Tremaine Jackson, but God, dog, Southern, I ain't never heard this many Southern fans going with Prairie View. Jesus. Mike, I don't know. That's all I got for y'all. I'm just Prairie View. Y'all don't think we're going to be Prairie View or FAMU. That's what I've been hearing today. I ain't heard one person pick us over FAMU. I ain't hear one person pick us over Prairie View. What is going on? Now, a lot of people feel like this Jackson State thing is a possibility. The streak ends. But y'all nervous of Prairie View and you're nervous of FAMU. So, you know, who we got? Kenny, come on, put him on. Kenny, good morning. What's up? I got about 1.5 minutes. You got just enough time. What's up?
Yeah, excuse me for shifting gears here, but I'd like to talk about this basketball game that I saw Monday night against Southern and Alabama State. That was an awesome comeback by Southern, man. My stomach started churning when Alabama State got a double-digit lead, but Southern was able to step on their defense and get it down to a one-possession game and hit that big three with 6 seconds left in the game, and that was a great game, man.
Well, I appreciate you, Kenny. Listen, I didn't get a chance to get to none of that today because I left it for the people today. I elected to let the people do the talking, and I can do it next time. How long you been listening to the show, Kenny?
Oh, for years.
Well,
I go all the way back to Greg Burchell.
Well, I appreciate you for calling in this morning, man. Don't be a stranger, Kenny. Call in some more with that excitement next time.
All right, thanks, man.
All right.
Okay.
We have reached our time. Look, folks, I didn't get a chance to do baseball with you guys, basketball, and I'm okay with that because this show is about the people. That's why the phone lines or the way that they are, they lit up today. We spent the whole hour talking to you guys, and I'm glad to hear from you guys. I told you, I think I'm just talking to Mike. Mike's sitting on the other side of this board. I'm thinking that's who I'm talking to, but I appreciate you guys for the love and the support. And it's just not for me. The Jaguar Journal was here long before Perry White, but I appreciate you guys while I'm the captain of the ship currently, that you guys support, that you watch, that you subscribe, that you like, that you follow, that you share, that you do all of those things in order to keep this thing going and bring a smile to my face and make this enjoyable every Saturday morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. This is what we do. And whether it's guests or whether it's you guys are more important than any guest that I bring on. You are the best guest because it's the Jaguar Journal. It's all about the listeners. What's the point of having this show and nobody? And the fact that y'all getting up at 7 to 9 on a Saturday, thank you. Thank you. So I appreciate you guys. For myself, Perry White, my man Mike, CJ Gidry, and everybody out there, thank you guys for tuning in this morning. Thank you to everybody that called. Thank you to Coach Brittany Williams. Good luck to her. We got Southern University baseball hosting Miami, Ohio this weekend in a 3-game series. Of course, Southern softball over in Covington, Georgia with 3 games today. Basketball over in Texas taking on Prairie View and Texas Southern. There's a lot going on. And it's Mardi Gras season. The Southern Band down in New Orleans, Tux today. Bacchus tomorrow, Zulu on Tuesday. I got my beads on. I'm ready to go have a good time at Spanish Town Parade here in Baton Rouge. You guys be safe. Enjoy yourself no matter where you at in South Louisiana, enjoying your Mardi Gras festivities. Be safe. Stay out of harm's way. And guess what? We'll always be back at the same time in the same place because always it's the Jaguar Journal. See you guys next week. What's going on, everybody? I am Perry White. I'm the host of the Jaguar Journal. I want to make sure that you guys tune in live each and every Saturday morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on 107.3 FM. We also have our affiliates in Alexandria, Louisiana, as well as down in New Orleans. And if you're not able to catch us on radio live, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as follow us on Facebook. It's the Jaguar Journal.